First to our top story today, and top leaders, diplomats and military officers from around the world are gathering at the German city of Munich for the world's largest global security conference. The Munich summit is an annual gathering focused on defence and diplomacy. But it assumes significance this year as the war in Ukraine is set to complete 1 year later this month. The leaders are expected to assess how the war has changed European security landscape. US Vice President Kamala Harris and Secretary of State Antony Blinken will represent Biden's administration at the three-day summit, which begins later on today. Leading the US delegation, Kamala Harris will take the stage on Saturday to deliver her address. A leading Democratic senior Senator Sheldon Whitehouse is also part of the delegation. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz and French President Emmanuel Macron are also among the top leaders attending the Munich Security Conference. China's top diplomat Wang Yi has also confirmed his participation and will also deliver a speech at the Munich summit. China has maintained a neutral stand on the war and is among the countries that has not condemned the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Russia this year will be notable by their absence, as they've not been invited. Conference chair said that organisers had not invited any Russian officials as Putin is breaking civilization. US-China tensions are also likely to feature prominently at the gathering in the German city in the state of Bavaria. Ties have nosedived since Washington shot down an alleged Chinese spy balloon. Relations between the world's two biggest economies have deteriorated in recent years over issues ranging from human rights in Hong Kong to the treatment of the Uyghurs. The other issue that is likely to feature at the talks is the stalemate with Turkey over NATO expansion. Ankara has so far stalled bids from Sweden and Finland to join the alliance. Well, for more, our correspondent Anas Alec joins us live from Munich, and it's good to see you. What more can you tell us about this huge event?
Well, Katie, what we know so far is that there are 26 foreign ministers who are to take place in the gathering of world leaders. And just a short while back at this very hotel, we saw the Turkish foreign minister walking in. I heard that in the intro you mentioned that the stalemate between Turkey and over NATO, so that would be a key focus there. We got the NATO Secretary General as well, who would be gracing the occasion, gracing the gathering. But by and large, the elephant in the room, as I said, would be the meeting or the probable handshake or the probability of a handshake between Wang Yi, the former Chinese foreign minister, and the US Secretary of State Antony Blinken. What is also to be noted is the fact that how Russia and Iran have been uninvited from this event. That would also lead to some sort of eyebrows being raised for the very fact that this forum has somewhat had mean that has not hosted like-minded people. Let's not forget that in 2007 the Russian President Vladimir Putin had made his famous address at this very forum as well, where he had publicly called on against the US policies. So this forum by and large has not been that of like-minded people. But the fact that Russia and Iran have been uninvited, they're not here, that is something that is going to raise eyebrows and is going to cause some sort of a controversy. The other worry would be that this forum that talks about defense in general can turn out to be a Western echo chamber where there's much more talk and no action when it comes to the West particularly. So lots to be watched here in the next 3 days. Today we're seeing arrivals coming in from world leaders as well. We've got the UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, the French President Emmanuel Macron, the US Vice President Kamala Harris. They're all arriving here in Munich. So it's going to be the next 3 days as to what transpires here at the Munich Security Conference would definitely set the course of action at this stage of global diplomacy. Kathy?
Yeah, a busy 3 days ahead. Thank you for keeping us up to date. We'll be checking back in with you later on. That's Anas Alec live from Munich for us today.